All right, Gore Clubbers, you know what time it is. It's the season of the witch. It's time to light the bonfires, drink the cider, eat the candy, and tune in every night for a short episode of the 31 Nights of Halloween on the Gore Club podcast. That's awful. Welcome back, everybody, to the 31 Nights of Halloween. Tonight, 31 Nights of Halloween, this is the finale, and it's my pick. We've been through Katie, we've been through Ace, we've been through Deathmetal Dave. I get Halloween night. And you know what I'm going to pick because it's all around me. It's Night of the Demons, 1988, directed by Kevin Tenney, written by Joe Augustine, and starring some of the best fucking people from the 80s. And what better way to do this than with Suzanne herself, Linnea Quigley.
Woo!
Oh, well, thank you. You did remember to invite some cute boys, didn't you?
You look good for the party, and you look good for the boys.
Yeah.
Now, if you're wondering why you're seeing me and not her, is because Linnea is sick as fuck.
Yeah. The UK crud.
Oh,
Poor thing.
Yeah.
But we appreciate you doing this so much. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome.
yeah. And you can't infect us because you're not in the studio. That's great.
Exactly. I don't have to wear a mask or anything.
Oh my gosh. So Night of the Demons is obviously one of those movies for Halloween people. It's got to be, you have like Michael Myers, you have all these other characters. And then here's the thing about this film that's really interesting to me is that people, when they think about this film, they think about the art, they think about the covers. It's the monsters that are prominent. And you're a monster.
Oh, yeah. That was great, being a monster, being able to pop in and pop out of being possessed. I loved it.
So aside from the same old questions that everyone asks all of the time, when it comes to Halloween, this is one of my favorites. What is it when you were a kid growing up in Iowa?
Yes.
Growing up in Iowa, and what were you watching? I mean, did you have Zachary back then? Did you have Friday Night Frights, kind of like monster movies? What did little Linnea get to snuggle up to her mom and go, no, to?
Well, a whole bunch of things like Alfred Hitchcock Presents, and then we had Saturday, night, midnight scaries, but I don't remember who the host was. Yeah. I don't remember the host. I just remember the good movies they played, like, Night of the Living Dead and all these like really creepy ones.
Yeah, I mean, was it like a local station? Because I remember, like in Louisville, we had
local.
Yeah, we had two different local horror hosts that I would watch.
Yeah,
and it seems like every area kind of had that. You were. They
did.
And I'm going to look it up. After we're done recording this, I'm going to look up who the heck the local horror host might have been in Iowa. And,
I would love to know.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I'm excited now because I love horror hosts. I love all the new ones. I love the old ones. But when it comes to Night of the Demons, here's the thing. And a friend of mine did the very first Shout Factory DVD cover, and he drew a picture for the cover, and it had so many fans divided. And here's the reason why. And I'm on his side, and it's because it featured you as the prominent thing on the cover. And there was a weird debate online. This was, 2010 or something. I can't remember when that DVD came out. And the artist is Nathan Thomas Milner. And he did a bunch of, he actually originated the Shout Factory covers, all the original ones.
Wow.
Yeah, he did all those. And he made sure that he put you first and center. And then people are like, well, it's Angela's movie. I'm like, hear me out. Here's the thing. Anybody who was a horror fan at that time came to see that movie, went and rented that movie and saw it on Skinamax because of you. Now, immediately, Kincaid is amazing, and it's true. She is the demon you see on the original posters. But I think, and you can be like, Steve, I love you, but that's completely not right. But I felt like, as a horror fan, we knew who you were from Silent Night, Deadly Night, and Return of the Living Dead. And if you were like a really crazy video hound, like my dad owned a video store, so I got to see all the fucked up shit I wasn't supposed to see. So I had seen other films you had done. So when Night of the Demons came out, we knew you were in it because of like Fangoria. Gore Zone. What was there one? Slaughterhouse. It was like one issue where you're on the freaking cover. It's like all these monsters and then just you smiling. So that's the thing is like, you were the reason that so many horror and gore hounds actually saw that movie. How do you feel about that? And if I'm wrong, I digress.
I never thought about that. Yeah. I really didn't, but I am so glad because from what people tell me, they had great memories growing up watching that film, and it gave them like a like a really nice memory of being scared and Halloween and the whole demons and everything. So I'm really proud of that. I never thought of that.
You should be proud of that.
Oh God,
Yeah.
yeah. And most people know the story that you thought you were too old to be a teenager in this movie, and thank God you were
Oh
wrong.
yeah.
You were so wrong.
I really did. I'm like, oh my God, I'm like so embarrassed. I don't fit in here. And everybody else was like, the dialogue and stuff, like I didn't even understand the dialogue far fucking out. And,
Yeah.
do you have sour balls? And I'm like, what is this kind of dialogue?
But you sell it perfectly.
Yeah. Oh my God. Thank you, Katie. You sell that dialogue perfectly. And
Oh, thank God.
And here's the weird thing that people always remember the sour balls thing. And I've heard you talk about it before. That is not even on the original theatrical release. Isn't that weird?
What?
Because
It isn't?
Yeah, we are so used to seeing uncut movies now that when I saw that movie, you just walked right out and you were smiling, smirking, and you walked right out and then you start talking to, Amelia. And that, when I saw it on uncut, it wasn't until I got it on DVD that I was like, what the hell is this? It's weird how that memory flips, but I swear to God, if anybody out there wants to look that up, I'm not lying.
Wow.
Right? Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And that's the beauty of like uncut movies. And then like censorship sucks, but there's a time when you get to get those little moments that you remember. Like most people always will put on the uncut version of whatever DVD or Blu-ray or whatever. Even if they're watching streaming, sometimes they'll have you can actually switch it. Like I'm going to watch the subtitled version, and those versions have different cuts that were not allowed in whatever territory. And that was one of those scenes that I just remember. And I think I had an argument with one of my childhood friends. I'm like, I don't remember that. I don't remember the sour ball scene. There's a couple of other little small snippets in that film that are not, that people now don't even think about because they get to see the uncut version and nobody else sees it any other way. And that's one of your best lines.
Oh, that's crazy. I know, it's a great line.
I know. Holy crap.
Do you remember, once this movie, we're talking about, the uncut versions of movies, do you remember a resurgence of fans kind of coming to you and getting a new crowd of fans when this movie gained popularity again once it came out on DVD?
Yeah, I got a new set of fans because most of the fans right then didn't realize that I was trash and I was Suzanne because I looked so different and acted so different,
Yeah.
that they liked me in the movies and stuff like that. So they hadn't tied it together yet. And when they tied it together yet, they liked it even more.
That's hilarious.
Well, yeah, it's like another notch. You're like, holy crap, I love you even more.
Yeah, it was great.
You got to go to the Weekend of Horrors. Weren't you a guest, like the old Fangoria Weekend of Horrors days?
Oh my God, was I?
Yeah.
Yes.
I have the old VHS that they put out, but back then when most of us couldn't go to conventions, so we had to watch these old VHS copies of, look at all these nerds having fun. And then it was like 2000, I want to say 2008, 2009 is when finally more independent people started doing conventions like Horror Hound. Chiller had been around by that time. Wonderfest, you'd been here a couple of times for Wonderfest.
Things changed so much since the Fangoria Weekend of Horrors. It was like, we didn't charge anything. The movies gave us like pictures to sign, and we were there all day signing and meeting fans and promoting their movies and things like that. And we never got a cent.
Wow.
Whoa.
I know it.
So one of the great things that, especially now when people get to meet you and see you out, they do photo ops, and it's that costume that you wear in the freaking movie. And the costume designer was it Donna Reynolds was her name?
Yeah.
Did you get to interact with her?
I just remember when she brought the Fredericks of Hollywood pink shoes over, and I was like, how am I going to even walk in these? I thought this is like, I had to really concentrate wearing those.
Well, you looked great.
But I wanted Angela's dress. I didn't like mine. I thought mine was silly.
And there's always been a debate about that. It's Bo Peep, correct? Or is it not?
I've heard ballet dancer. I've heard baby girl. I've heard, ballet dancer. I don't know what it was.
What? Okay, then you get to name it now. What do you think your costume is in Night of the Demons? What is that? What the hell are you dressed up as?
I think it was a baby girl outfit.
Okay.
Because of the heels. I mean,
The heels and like the little frills on the socks.
Yeah, the socks.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's what it was to me. It didn't scream ballerina to me, and it didn't, scream like other stuff. So I was like, or Bo Peep at all.
Yeah.
I would have had a staff.
Yeah.
I was going to say, damn it, she needed like the hook thing that you would like, wrangle the sheep with.
Or like a stuffed animal of a lamb, something.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, this was the 80s, and sexy costumes for women still weren't like they are now. You didn't have Leg Avenue, and Victoria's Secret wasn't cranking out like, Halloween costumes for women at the time.
Oh, no.
Now,
There was a great place on trashy lingerie on Hollywood Boulevard that was fun to go to. We did a up all night in that store once.
Oh, my gosh.
I would have had
No.
I would have had a field day. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it was great.
So if you're hearing dogs, it's because Linnea is surrounded by her beautiful babies, her fur babies.
Yeah, and one wants to jump on the bed, and then the others get into a commotion about it.
Oh no,
Jealousy.
it's my mommy. No, it's my mommy. Now, you live in California, and the whole house is gone now. And you told me one time what it was. They torn it down and turned it into something, and I can't remember what the heck it was. What is it now? Or what? Maybe that's even gone too.
Ralph's Supermarket, which is a
No.
Wow.
People are.
Yeah, it's really sad.
Oh, they're shopping with the devil and don't even know it.
Yeah.
It sounds like you've got a little milkshaker, like you're making
God,
milkshakes.
now stop.
This is the perfect demon
Hold
voice.
on. We can see how I have a way with them. They can't even
Oh my god!
be quiet for a minute.
I love it because your fur babies make it sound like you're surrounded by demons.
It does, and it's proper because it's almost Halloween, so they're all like getting by me.
When you used to trick or treat, or did you trick or treat?
Yes, I did.
Did you have
with those horrible plastic masks you held up to your face?
Hey now,
and you couldn't breathe out of.
Right?
those old Ben Cooper masks?
Yes.
And I my first one was Casper. What was yours?
Mine was a Wanda the Witch.
Oh, that's awesome! As your demon voice comes back out.
Yeah.
The thing about Night of the Demons and why I chose it as my Halloween pick for our second time doing the 31 Nights of Halloween, but our 5th season of doing this is because of the way it makes me feel. I think it captures, you have trick-or-treating, you've got kids, even if they're teenagers, they don't want to go trick-or-treating, they want to go to a party, they want to get fucked, they want to do drugs and dance at a freaking haunted mansion in the hills surrounded by water, and now it's a Ralph's, but whatever.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
Very true.
And it captures all that. What I love most is how it all begins. And Kevin Tinney, the director, has talked about them not even wanting to give him money to make that animated beginning. And it just sets the tone. That's the difference between a good filmmaker and somebody who just has a camera and some money and is just like, hey, I'm going to shoot some hot chicks and some cool guys, or we're going to blow some shit up, compared to somebody who knows how to tell a story.
I know exactly, which was the best thing to do, and bring some nostalgia back to it.
Whatever happens to these costumes that you've had, they're iconic ones like Trash and Suzanne. Those are the ones that most people remember. There's not a whole lot of costume to Silent Night, Deadly Night. I'm just saying. But
no, what happens to them is, got taken back by the production, and they promised that they were going to give us back to us and make sure we got everything, but we never got any of them back. We never got the burnt ones, we never got the normal ones, so I don't know what they did with them.
Who made your new one? Because you do photo ops in that costume and it looks really good.
Well, it's gotten pretty torn up lately.
Well, it fits the movie.
I need a new one really, really bad, so anybody that knows how to sew, please let me know.
Our friend Kate and her husband Chad are huge fans, and she came to one of our parties because we throw, Gore Club parties, so they're pretty good. And she came dressed to the nines, perfect, head to toe, as Suzanne. So I'm going to talk to her.
Really?
Yes, I'll send you a picture, but it was amazing. So Kate, if you're watching.
And she made it herself?
Yes.
Oh my God, she's talented.
Yeah, she's a hair designer as well, and they're fantastic people as well as
Oh,
as well as
wow.
Halloween fans.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
when it comes to this movie, there's always like somebody you loved working with or you get to see every day. Who is yours on this set of Night of the Demons? Who could it be?
Gee, I think it was Steve Johnson who I married. I learned Angela, Amelia, had a crush on him too. I didn't know that till later. So we were both trying to get him.
But that's good that you didn't know until later, because that could have been like some weird shit there.
Oh, that would have been bad. Yeah. Yeah, really.
No, Mimi seems really awesome. But so when it comes to Steve Johnson, you guys were married for a short while. Are you all still friends?
Yeah. We're still friends. Yeah.
Okay. Like, I know that, but not everybody else knows that.
No, a lot of people think we're enemies. We didn't talk for many years.
That's normal.
But, now we do.
Well, good. So why didn't they actually invite you back for part 2 or 3? God damn it.
We were supposed to. They said, since you worked for such less money and, for not much money at all, we'll have you back in 2 and 3. And of course they never did, just like in Return 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Boo.
But that's those studios.
And would have worked even better for Night of the Demons, because you can be possessed in that house forever, just like Angela was, and just come back.
Yeah.
I mean, they blew up Louisville, so you're fucked and Return of the Dead. So they had, it's going to be interesting to try to figure out your character, unless you're a whole other character, like in the Night of the Demons remake. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, really.
What did you think about the remake? Did you actually see it?
I did not see it. Yeah. I'm not a fan of remakes, to tell you the truth. I've turned down a lot of remakes for movies because it's like, I don't know, you just never can do them right.
Yeah. I mean, you were pretty much playing the same character in the remake for the 2 minutes you were on screen. You showed up, you're wearing pink, your hair is exactly the same. You're like, hey, trick-or-treaters. And I'm like, oh, shit.
Exactly. It's just like I just did that.
Yeah.
It's like I wouldn't want to spoil that. You can never reproduce the attitude that one film had.
No, not even that. I mean, yeah.
The mystique.
Yeah, it was, but it was nice that you were sweet enough to be like, you know what, I'll give a little bit of fan service to people who are probably looking for something, and
Yeah.
And as I said earlier, you're the iconic force in this goddamn movie, and there you were, in the remake, and everyone was like, yay! Oh, gone.
And I had to do something because they had Edward Furlong to make up for that. No.
Oh my gosh, Shannon Elizabeth, like everybody. That's the thing about that movie is like, I like the script, I like the effects, it's fine, but all the characters are very forgettable, and that sucks.
Oh no,
that sucks in the remake. Yeah.
And there were some good actors.
Yes, I know, and some of the dialogue is fun, but nothing iconic that nobody even thinks about. Night of the Demons remake. I mean, we go to cons, you go to cons. Has anybody ever brought you a Night of the Demons remake poster to sign? Be like, I know you're in it for 5 minutes. Maybe they have.
No, they haven't. You're right.
So that movie's not as iconic, and it never will be.
No.
Oh my God. I guess we'll just wrap this up. I want to thank you for coming on. I know you have the flu, and you have the con crud ×2 from the UK. So thank you for that.
Yeah, really.
And then let's talk about Trash's Revenge real quick before we get out of here.
We're planning on starting shooting next year, which is like almost here. And we'll probably shoot in the UK, Budapest, and LA. And it's just a very crazy, has nothing to do like with a sequel or anything like that.
Really?
It's just our own little mix of like, it's got that feel of Sunset Boulevard. It's like, okay, this fading actress is like needing to do something. She wants to get her career back. She's very into who she is, and she has to like do something. So she goes into her basement where some barrels are stored and wreaks havoc on Hollywood.
Oh no. You're waiting for your close-up, Miss Linnea Quigley.
Yeah, really. Yes, I better be.
So what are your next appearances coming up? And did you want to talk about the Moulin Rouge? For those that don't know what the Moulin Rouge is, can you explain it real quick?
Oh, it's a dog sanctuary.
Oh.
I adopt dogs out. I rescue dogs. I take care of dogs. I have cats. I have goats, and rescue all those critters.
Yeah, it's amazing. I will put the link for that in the description on our YouTube page for anybody who wants to donate. All you animal lovers, and you should, by the way. What's your next appearance when you don't have to con, the con crud?
It's going to be December 6th, I believe. It's
St. Nicholas Day
in Texas.
Oh, okay.
And it's going to be holidays for horror, something like that. Horror for the holidays or something like that.
Yeah, that's perfect for Silent Night, Deadly Night fans then.
It is. It really is. And do you want me to tell you a scary true story about a dog?
Yes.
Holy crap. Katie's all
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Hopefully it won't freak out people. Okay. I had a rescue dog. I still do. It's with my bass player, Haiti. But I had a boyfriend who was not very nice. And we dated for years on and off and on and off in Florida. And so I finally left Florida, and he wanted the dog really, really bad. So I said, okay, you can have the dog. Now, he never watched his health or anything, and, was like, he was diabetic and he didn't eat what he was supposed to or take his medicine or go to the doctor. So one time, this was about 2 years ago, his aunt was calling around, where is he? Where is he? And I go, I don't know. And they found him dead in his apartment, his condo, he'd been there 3 weeks, and the dog ate him.
Holy shit.
Like you do. Dogs got to eat.
That's a pretty... Exactly. He was thirsty and hungry.
The dog, yeah.
And the dog got a home. I was more concerned about the dog. I'm like, oh my God, animal control has the dog. So I had to call Haiti down there in Florida and have her get the dog really fast.
Oh yeah, screw the boyfriend. It's all about the dog.
I agree.
It is.
So what's the happy ending? How is the dog? How was the dog?
The dog is great. The dog has got it so good.
Okay. That was...
So that's the happy ending. I think I freaked you out.
No,
that's great.
No, I love it. You hear about that stuff happening though. We're like,
yeah, you see it in a movie, but most movies are based on true stories somehow. And there you go. Oh my God.
No, that's
and they do happen.
Yes.
That's like a Tales from the Dark Side or a Twilight Zone episode.
That's a great Halloween story.
Oh
Some kid can tell around
God.
like a campfire or something.
Happy Halloween, kids.
Yeah.
Storyteller in Linnea has just fucked you up.
Yeah, really. I can't sleep.
Oh,
The kid's screaming.
Oh my God.
Fluffy looked at me funny. I'm scared to sleep.
How many dogs are with you right now? On your
There's
bed?
about 10 on the bed.
Oh
Wow.
my God.
Oh, it's heaven. No, that's amazing.
Yeah. Katie just went into like porno vision. She's like, that's fucking amazing.
Oh, I love dogs.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
Well, thank you for coming on. I'm so glad you're on, and I'm so glad you're in this film. Happy Halloween, happy Devil's Night, technically, but tomorrow night, and when we air this, it'll be Halloween. So happy Halloween to you.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah, thank you so
to
much for doing
everyone.
this. Oh my God, yeah. I don't know. How should we end this, honey?
You could put the end of me bending over in the supermarket.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Bubba butt. Bubba 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 butt. Bubba butt. You got sour butts? Gore Clan.